Are you Miss Taylor?
Yes?
Please, keep walking.
I should warn you, I'm an expert in the martial arts.
Please, I'm not here to hurt you. The people at the hostel where I stayed told me that if someone doesn't have any money and they are in trouble, you will help them.
Well, if they told you all that, they should have given you the address to my office.
I was afraid to go there, Miss Taylor.
Look, I know it's a mess, but really
Please.
it shouldn't be. What's wrong?
I am in your country illegally. I want refugee status.
Well, Mr.
Fuentes, Sebastian Fuentes.
Mr. Fuentes, I don't know where you're from, but...
Santo Miguel.
Okay, well, immigration's not my specialty, but I suspect you have a few options to pursue.
I have been illegal for weeks now. I need your help. I must find a way of getting status quickly.
Well, a lot depends on your circumstances. Like what would happen to you if you went back to Santo Miguel?
They'd kill me.
Those are some circumstances.
You've read the papers. Thousands of innocent people disappear every year.
Okay, well, it sounds like you have a pretty good case to me. But look, I'm gonna need a few more details, so maybe you should come back to my office with me. Look, it's a lot safer to discuss this there than here on the street.
I am placing myself in your hands, Miss Taylor.
Okay, come on.
Don't be a standing target for him. Move around, make it hard for him. Make him work, make him work. Make him earn the punch. Make him earn it. Come on, there you go. Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. Keep it in there. Cover now. Stay on him. Stay on him. Press him in the hit. Come on, move around now. There you go. Hit that jab, the jab. The left. Now try to right. Try to right. Making me nervous. Come on, man. Stand there. All right, now watch yourself. Watch yourself. Oh, I can smell it coming.
It's nothing, really. Just a little immigration case.
What you know about immigration?
Not as much as I will by tonight.
Then what you mean by little then?
Client's a former newspaper editor. If he gets sent back to his country, they'll kill him.
I can smell it again.
What's that?
Trouble. Hit somebody, man!
Ah, if you could only have seen this guy.
You and your glass jaw. What if he's just pulling your chain?
Well, it's just a chance I have to take.
All right, man, don't be slacking on me. Hit! Whoa. What's this dude's name? Maybe I'll ask a few questions for you.
Fuentes. Sebastian Fuentes.
Quit pulling your left.
Never listen.
Move around. Okay, that's it. Come on, keep it up.
Miss Taylor, immigration is a highly specialized field. I make my living with the sort of information you want. If you want it, you'll have to pay.
I realize that, Mr. Kerr, and I'd be happy to pay you a consulting fee. We can discuss rates.
No discussion. My rate is $500 an hour. Shoot.
I have a client who wants to claim political refugee status. I spent the whole morning banging my head against red tape.
That's because you went to the immigration department.
I should have gone to traffic court.
Your time, your money.
Okay. They told me there's an 18-month waiting list before they'll even give him a first interview.
That's a very conservative estimate.
Is there any way I can speed things up for him?
I doubt it.
So he just has to wait?
No. You can refer him to me. I've been able to get some of my clients' legal status in less than 3 weeks. It really all depends.
On what?
On the color of your money, Miss Taylor. Minimum 10,000, more complex cases cost more.
My client doesn't have that kind of money.
Too bad. A lot of people do.
I can't do anything for him.
Oh, sure. You can hold his hand and hope that they don't find him in the next 18 months.
Thanks a lot. I just spoke with this so-called immigration lawyer. He says he can get Sebastian preferential treatment if he can find $10,000 for legal fees.
You're in the wrong business.
I know. But I got this one big problem, T.S. It's called a conscience.
Yeah, that's good. But what you gonna tell Sebastian?
There's nothing I can tell him except to wait it out. You find out anything?
Since he's a newspaper man, I'm talking to some people I know in the business.
Have they come up with anything?
Son of Miguel ain't exactly their beat, but they know their deadline.
I spoke to immigration. They've given me some forms. I'll help you fill them out. I'm afraid it's gonna be quite some time. 18 months.
18 months?
There are literally thousands of immigrants applying for refugee status.
You don't understand. The death squads are tracking me here.
I lost them, but it is just a matter of time before they find me.
Death squads? You didn't mention any of this before.
There are a few things I haven't told you, Miss Taylor.
Well, maybe it's time you get started.
I left my wife and child in Santa Miguel, buried in the churchyard in my village. They were all I lived for. They even helped me run my newspaper.
Where?
In Tabernes, a little village in the mountains. My paper was the only one for miles around, opposed to the government. You understand? I vowed never to set foot in Santo Miguel again, Miss Taylor. And I won't.
I spoke with an immigration lawyer, Sebastian. He probably could get you legal status in a few weeks. The problem is it'll cost you a minimum of $10,000. I know you don't have that kind of money.
I must get the money. I still have sympathetic friends back home. Perhaps they will help.
Miss Taylor again, a pleasure. Why can't you visit me at my office?
I can't afford it. Here's Sebastian's immigration application forms.
These are usually accompanied by a check.
My client is getting the money.
I'll keep these on file until it arrives.
My client is desperate.
Miss Taylor, I like you. You remind me of myself when I was starting out.
So what happened?
I decided to get rich.
Don't you mean greedy?
Just a little bit of advice. Stay skeptical until the check clears. Now, how about lunch? Are you hungry?
Not as hungry as you.
ATS, I'm back.
You okay?
What happened?
Look like somebody broke in. They trashed my office.
Sebastian's file. It's gone. His bank draft for the money came in. I put it in the file. If they find it, they'll know where he is.
Who's they?
Santo Miguel Death Squad. We gotta find a place to stash Sebastian fast.
Yes, who is it?
It's T.S. Turner. I work with Terry Taylor. Let me in. Come on, brother, get your things together. We gotta get out of here.
What happened?
Somebody broke in the gym and stole your file.
Then they know how to find me.
Don't worry, Terry's getting you a place at a safe house.
You could have been followed. They might be right outside waiting.
I wasn't and they ain't. Now, we can't stand around here talking all day. You got a suitcase or something?
Perhaps it would be best if you were to meet me downstairs.
Okay, hurry up. We ain't got all day.
Everything all right?
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Father Martin, this is Sebastian Fuentes.
Welcome, Sebastian. You're quite safe.
I hope so, Father.
You can be assured of it. You're amongst friends here.
Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Come. I'll show you to your, for want of a better word, room. If you want anything else, just ask.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Interesting place you have here. Wonderful decor.
Serves the purpose. I was just on my way to see you. To give you this. This should start it all up.
Unfortunately, my fee is just increased by another $5,000.
Why?
Let's say the case is a lot more complex than I had at first anticipated.
Well, that's something I'll have to discuss with Mr. Fuentes.
How about discussing it with me? Maybe over a drink.
You know, I don't like you or what you stand for. For the good of myself and my client, would you please get the heck out of here?
I see you still haven't accepted my advice about skepticism, have you, Miss Taylor?
Only when it comes to you, Mr. Kerr.
Sebastian, we brought you some food.
I'm not very hungry.
I can understand if you don't want to join the others just yet, but you gotta eat.
Thank you. People just make me nervous.
Therese is a fellow countryman of yours.
Is that right?
Yes. I come from a village in the north. Father Martin tells me that you lived in Tabernes.
Yes. Have you ever been there?
Yes, but I was only a child at the time. My uncle is the mayor there now. Juan Ramirez. Do you know him?
Yes, I have met him.
Hey, T.S., I've been looking for you.
Likewise, I've been checking on Fuentes for you.
You find anything?
Enough to make me think we should have another talk with him. What about you?
Kerr was here. He said there was something wrong with the immigration papers. Some of the information just didn't match.
You mean Sebastian Fuentes is not who he says he is?
That's what we're gonna find out.
Let's go, T.S.
My dear Colonel, it's time to go. Oh, we know who you are. You're a murderer.
You crazy? What are you saying?
You murdered and tortured innocent people. People like the real Sebastian Fuentes.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong. You slipped up when you said you knew the mayor. She's a woman. The mayor of Tabernes is a woman, Colonel.
Your account was marked. When you tried to get your money, our people were able to trace you.
Sebastian!
Touch the gun and the girl is dead. I've done it before. Believe me.
Do what he says.
Now, Miss Taylor, see what you've done. Are you happy now?
Why are you doing this?
What do you know about what's going on in Santo Miguel? What do any of you really know?
It's over, Sebastian, or whatever your name is.
I suppose you all want me to go back to, how do you say, face the music? Well, I'm sorry, I cannot oblige. I am a soldier. It was just a job. Somebody had to.
I heard that one before.
Move away from the door, please.
Do you want to gamble with the girl's life, Turner? Tell him what I'm capable of. Tell him! Ah!
Don't move. I will take him now.
No. The federal authorities will take him.
Please! This is a mistake! No! No, you don't understand! Please! Please, you don't understand! No! No! No!